nearlydanish.com.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right, so now we're moving into the mock tests. Before we start, I just wanted to talk about the channel. For the people that can't make it to all the sessions, we record these sessions and we post the videos on YouTube. The name of the channel is Nearly Danish TV. So when you go there, go under playlists, you see that there's a playlist for Melbourne Skips Poem, Summer 2024, which is this summer, and INDFØDSRETSPRØVEN Poem, Summer 2024. All the videos of the previous sessions are there. If you missed any session, go ahead and watch it there. All right, moving on. Yes, so you can't create a government if the government you're trying to create has a majority against it in parliament. So that's one of the, that's called the parliamentary principle. And it's from 1901. This is a frequently asked question. All right, we have DI, DRN, Vipab, Joanna D, and Adi Claudio. Next one. You've seen this before. This is also a frequently asked question. Yes, so the question is, who chooses the ombudsman? And it's the Folketing that chooses the ombudsman. This is a frequently asked question. You saw it in the previous Kahoot from Sunday, if you were here on Sunday. All right, the top 5 reshuffle, next one. Also frequently asked question. All right, Bormester. Most of you got this right. Round of applause. This is also a frequently asked question. So this is a question that you must know the answer to. For the 6 of you that got this wrong, fix this. It will be on your profile. All right, 76 players have reached an answer streak of 3. So that's a perfect score for 76 people.
Perfect score.
Excellent.
Next one. We talked about this. Okay, I mean, you're saying you played the Kahoots. Okay, if you can't find your profile, just join in again and play, okay? It'll show up next time. All right, Nina Bang was appointed Undervisningsminister by Thorvald Stauning in 1924, and she was the first female minister. She shows up in, well, she's a frequently asked question, and she's the first female minister. I think I said that already. Anyways, how many people got this wrong? 34 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Like I always say, the purpose of these Kahoots is for you to come here and make the mistakes, fix those mistakes so that you don't have to make the same mistake again in the test. All right, next one. Right. 9 players lost the answer streak of 3. Sorry, guys. Frequently asked question as well. Okay, so majority of the Jews in Denmark during the Second World War fled to Sweden. Sweden was a neutral country, and that way they weren't imprisoned by the Nazis. All right, so 13 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Fix that knowledge gap. That is a question that you must know the answer to. It shows up a lot. All right, 66 players hit an answer streak of 5.
Great job.
We have Kirby 9, BI Tanya G, Liesel, and Civi. Civi, how many usernames have you got, man? I've seen this name so many times, but if you keep changing your name, you can't track your scores. So pick one name and stick with it. All right, next one. All right, what's happening here? So until when was Greenland a Danish colony? Until 1953. So 1953 was also the year that the constitution was changed to allow females to inherit the throne. All right. 44 people got this wrong. Well, now you know what you don't know. Next one. All right, so this was a top 5 reshuffle. DI is now at the top, City at number 2, Tanya G, Vibe Have and Leo. Next. Okay. So Lars Løkke was minister from 2009 to 2011, and then Helle Thorning-Schmidt took over. And then he became prime minister again from 2015 to 2019. I think this has shown up one time. But anyways, this is a brand new question. You probably haven't seen this before unless you've been practicing. About 50 people got this wrong. So get it right the next time. There's a lot of movement in the top 5. So yeah, this is actually good. Next one. Okay, so this is a brand new question. A question that's never shown up in any previous test before. I'm not surprised that this many people got it wrong. More than half of you got this wrong. So the question is about Dao Peng. So over the years, the amount of time that you can spend unemployed has been going down, down, down. In 1993, the limit was 7 years, and then it went even further down. I think right now it's a couple years. Anyways, next one. All right. Yes. So this is about the Second Schleswig War, where Denmark lost the war and lost a whole bunch of land and some citizens. They were reunited with Sønderjylland in 1920 after the First World War. On to the next one. All right. So DI, Saha, Lin 39, Alex, and Lazy. Okay, I've been seeing these names practicing in the newsfeed. Round of applause to you guys. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about when I say the newsfeed, it's on nearlydanish.com. When you go to Nearly Danish, click on players. And it's here, newsfeed. And you see people practicing. Okay? I'm going to be adding some more things to the newsfeed so you can see when someone overtook, see when someone lost their position, so on and so forth. Anyways, moving on. Nyla is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
Excellent.
Next one. You've seen this before. All right, it's 53,000. About 53,000. 10 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Get it right the next time. Right, we have a static top 5.
Static top 5.
Right, next one. You've seen this before. This is, what the hell is overflow? So Denmark's average height. Oh yes. So not the highest point, but the the average. This is a brand new question you've never seen before unless you've been practicing. So let's see how you guys do. So average height over sea level is 34 meters. So Denmark is relatively flat compared to its other Nordic neighbors. 34 people got this wrong.
Now you know what you don't know.
Get it right next time if it shows up. Lazy has moved up a notch. Alexi is back in the game 3 in a row, and
Oh my! He's on fire!
next one. 56,000, yes. 56,000 inhabitants on the Faroe Islands. Thanks, Maya. This is a new question from chapter 5. Let's see how you guys do. Yes, Inga Christensen. This is a brand new question, never shown up before. Like I said before, a lot of new questions come from chapter 5, so please pay close attention to that chapter. 60 of you got this wrong. Sorry, guys. Top 5 reshuffle, DI holding the number 1 spot. 39 players just hit an answer streak of 4.
Great job.
Next one. All right, so the civil servants, so the people that work in the ministries, they're not appointed, they are employed. So they go through an interview process and they're employed based on their qualifications. Unlike the ministers who are appointed by the prime minister. 30 people got that wrong. Now you know what you don't know. Anisha is the highest climber, up 10 places.
Excellent.
Next one. Everyone should know this by now. I hope you all get this right. All right. 19 people got this wrong. It's grundloven, okay? From 1849. This is frequently asked question. You have to know the answer to this. Next one. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Julie is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
All right. I kind of knew this was going to throw a lot of people off. A lot of the time they ask who designed the Opera House in Sydney, but they don't ask about when it was designed. It was designed in the 1950s by Johan Utzon. All right, so way more than half of you got this wrong. Well,
Now you know what you don't know.
next one. All right, so Lynn fell out. Everyone else in the top 5 moved up, and DI got it right. Round of applause to DI. Danny is back with an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Next one. Okay, Vanoska, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so so Denmark is increasing the budget, or it's gradually increasing the defense budget. And actually, recently there's been talks about some kind of security tax that's been shut down, but I guess things in Ukraine are heating up to the point where war is now becoming a possibility. So there's a lot of talk about Verneplicht, conscription, and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot is happening in the defense space in Denmark. Way more than half of you got this wrong. This is a brand new question, never shown up in any previous test. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. All right, Lazy is out. Martina, 9, now on the podium at number 3. Civi up at number 4. 5 players reached an answer streak of 8. On to the next one. Yep, frequently asked question as well. All right, so Stoun's bundle, I don't know if I'm saying that right, was a law that was created in favor of landowners to forbid people from leaving where they were born for at least 40 years. And in this way, they were guaranteed to have cheap labor. And it was abolished in 1788. So this law came into power in 1733. It lasted 55 years until 1788, and then it was abolished. And it was abolished with the agrarian reforms. How many people got this wrong? 43 people got this wrong. Almost 100 got this right. Round of applause. This is a frequently asked question, so you must know the answer to this. All right, it's a static top 5.
Static top 5.
MS is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Great job.
Next one. We talked about this before. All right, so Dansk Folkeparti was created in 1995 by Pia Kjærsgaard. She is still a member of parliament, and she was voted into parliament in 1998. All right, how many people got this wrong? 50 people got this wrong. That's a lot. Well, like I always say, make a list of all the parties in parliament, their leaders, when they were created, when they were first voted into parliament. What else? So their leaders, when they were first voted in, and the year that they were created. Make that list. On to the next one. Okay. Liesel is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
Excellent.
Next one. All right, looking at the closest buckets. Okay, yeah. So this is a brand new question from chapter 5 as well. Gabriel Axel won. Exactly. The test is hard, and I did that on purpose so that you guys don't get soft. Okay, these tests. So the real tests are getting harder and harder and harder. Okay, so this is a simulation of a test, and a hard one at that. Okay. And this just goes to illustrate the kind of curveballs that you could that you could end up with in a real test. And this is why I keep saying practice, practice, practice. This is why I say, you know, this is why I've set up the whole platform the way I set it up, where you have to repeat quizzes 5 times. You have to go through everything, all that. And I've made it into a game so that it kind of motivates you if you can't find the motivation. As well, I highly recommend that you read the book, okay? Don't just do these quizzes, read the book as well. Actually, as you're doing the quizzes, reading the book becomes easier, and as you're reading the book, doing the quizzes becomes easier. And in the end, you'll have the information in the book in your head, and you can go into the test and be done in 5 to 10 minutes. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so will the mock test be in the app? Yes, they will be in the app. So as we're doing them, I'll be putting them up. All right. I think this was no, it wasn't a static top 5. Yenderman is now at number 4. AG is back with an answer streak of 3. We're at question number 20. Moving on to the next one. Brand new question as well. All right, September 2015, the sustainability goals by the UN. How many people got this wrong? Almost half of you got this wrong. You guys, you guys are not doing too well on this test. Well, look, don't feel bad, okay? Like I always say, please don't feel bad if you're not doing well. This just shows you your weak spots. And that's the purpose of these Kahoots. You know, when you come here, the purpose is for you to find your weak spots so that you can go back and plug them up and then come back for the next one and find the other weak spots. And it's an iterative process. It goes on for 90 days, okay? And while you're doing all of this, you're practicing on the website, and you're reading the book. And all of this will culminate in you passing the test. All right, round of applause to the people that got this right. Wow, static top 5, guys.
Static top 5.
Okay, so Ags is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. All right, responsibilities of the region. You've seen this before. All right, so the regions are responsible for the hospitals and your health insurance. Okay, moving on to the next one. Static top 5. This is from chapter 1. All right, chapter 1, brand new question. 6 people got this wrong. Well, plug that knowledge gap.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Okay. We have Di, Saha, Martina, Jensemann, and Sivi. Jira is back with an answer streak of 3. Okay, next one. Frequently asked question. Hopefully you all get this right. All right, so Tycho Brahe was an astronomer and he discovered Cassiopeia. There is, I think it's a planetarium. It's close to Norrport. It's actually quite nice. I've been there before. If you haven't been there, I recommend it. Go check it out. And also there's a statue of him, a bronze bust of him right beside Rundturm. All right. 37 people got this wrong. Not too bad. This is a frequently asked question, so you must know the answer to this. All right, everyone in the top 5 is holding their spot. Bogdan is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Oh my! He's on fire!
Next one. I think you saw this in the previous Kahoot as well on Sunday. Okay, actually, it wasn't the same one. So from 1929 to 1982, most of the prime minister posts were with the Social Democrats. 1929, Thorvald Stauning was prime minister. He was elected in 1924, and he stayed until at least 1933, because that's when they created Kanslergeld-Forliget, so the Kanslergeld settlement. The rest from that time on, I actually don't remember. But yeah, apparently it's the Social Democrats. On to the next one. Sight is back in the game, 3 in a row.
Great job.
Next one. We're past the halfway point now. This showed up in the last Kahoot as well. Right, so you have to be 18 to buy cigarettes in Denmark. For the 12 people that got this wrong,
Now you know what you don't know.
plug that knowledge gap. All right, so Jensemand has been steadily climbing the charts, now at number 3. Tech Heel Cook is the highest climber, up 4 places.
Excellent.
Next one. New song, chapter 5. Sorry, new question, not new song. Chapter 5. It was called Only Teardrops, sang by Amelia DeForest, I think. Way more than half of you got this wrong. Sorry, guys. So this just illustrates what I keep saying, okay? Lots of new questions come from chapter 5. Pay very close attention to chapter 5, okay? Go to the website and practice, read that chapter, because you're definitely going to see at least one new question from there. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, so Saha failed that one now at number 4. Jensemann, no, sorry, it's DI, Jensemann, Martina 9, Saha, and Sivi. Adi Claudia says, you're killing us. Nah, I'm not, you know. I'm actually making it easy for you. It has to get hard before it gets easy. 4 players have reached an answer streak of 6.
Excellent.
Next one. And please don't feel bad if you're not doing well. Okay, you're just finding out your weak spots. All right, this one was pretty straightforward. 38 people got this wrong. Plug that knowledge gap. It will show up in your profile. Okay, static top 5. We're getting closer to current affairs. Frequently asked question. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. There's no need to feel bad. There's no need to feel bad. Look, we have like 70 something days to the test. You have way more than enough time to plug up all these knowledge gaps. All right, so the legislative power lies with the government and Folketing. It's shared between the government and Folketing. All right, how many people got this wrong? 44.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. All right. People are moving up and down this thing. Saha is back at number 3. Martina 9 now at number 2. DI holding that number 1 spot. Round of applause. Three players reached an answer streak of 12. Wow. This is a difficult test. So round of applause to you guys. All right. You've seen this before, also frequently asked. Nope. So there are no limits to the number of times you can get voted back into parliament. In other words, you can be a career politician if you can manage to convince your constituents to keep voting you in. Okay, so 14 people got this wrong. Plug that knowledge gap. Static top 5.
Static top 5.
Medu is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
Excellent.
Next one. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is a trick question. Okay, so you know what? I'll use this opportunity to explain something. When you're in the test, you're gonna hear me say this over and over again, by the way. I'm gonna be sounding like a broken record. I have to apologize in advance for that, but it's necessary. When you're in the test, read the question slowly. Okay? Don't try and be quick. You don't gain points for speed in the test. You only gain points for accuracy. This question is about exports. In the previous Kahoot on Sunday, the question was about exports and imports. And in that case, it's Germany. But when it comes to exports, who does Denmark export the most to? It's the US. All right. Almost 100 people got this wrong. Damn, sorry. And oh yes, here in the Kahoot, I give you 20 seconds. In the test, you have 1 whole minute per question. So I deliberately make things difficult for you in these Kahoots. Put you under a bit more pressure than usual, so that when you go to the test, it's a breeze. Okay, just stick with it. That's the secret sauce. Stick with the process. All right. Tanya, yeah, you know, every time this shows up, people complain, oh, you need to check this answer, but check in the book, you'll see it there. Next one. Okay, this 9 players dropped the answer streak of 5. Sorry, guys. Okay, so DI, Martina, 9, Yenzaman, Sivi, and Saha, it's the same names. Saha is number 1 right now on the leaderboard, I think. Let me check. Yeah, he is number 1. So this dude has been putting in mad work. He's done 213 quizzes. Let's have a look at his profile. It says he's 61.74% prepared. And this is the reason why you're seeing his name here. Okay. On to the next one. Yeah, you guys know the answer to this. It was in the previous Kahoot on Sunday. All right, it's the Nordic Council. 19 people got this wrong. This is a frequently asked question. You will be seeing it yet again. So plug that knowledge gap.
Now you know what you don't know.
We're getting to current affairs soon. Static top 5. Tonton is back with an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Next one. All right, so in June, on the 1st of June, 2022, there was a referendum, and the reservations that Denmark had in terms of Defense was scrapped. So the reservations, the E reservations. And this is because of the war in Ukraine. All right. How many people got this wrong? 68, almost half. Now you know what you don't know. Plug that knowledge gap. A little bit of a reshuffle in the top 5. Jensenman fell all the way down to 5. Sahar at number 4. Sivi went on the podium at number 3. We have DI at 1 and Martina 9 at 2. Kaz is up 7 places in a difficult test. Excellent.
Excellent.
Keep up the good work. We are getting closer to current affairs. Even if you're not doing too well, don't just drop out. Don't give up, okay? That's not how you succeed. You don't succeed by giving up. All right, so Margaret I created the Kalmar Union in 1397. Brand new question, never seen it. Well, I don't know if you've seen this before. Actually, no, it is a frequently asked question, but they ask it in different ways. This one is specifically asking when it started. Sometimes they ask when it ended. Okay, let's see. 54 people got this wrong. That's a lot, man. Okay, so Yantaman is out. Maria is in. Android is the highest climber, up 7 places. Addy, don't worry. Just hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Uh-oh, another one.
Uh-oh.
All right, so in the 1800s, Denmark sold its colonies in Ghana and India to Great Britain. 56 people got this wrong. All right, so Civi, now number 2. Julie is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
All right, last history question, and then we'll move to current affairs. Saha, there's some people asking you questions in the chat. Okay, so majority of you got this right. Round of applause. Well, that was the last history question. Now we move to current affairs. Now we're dealing with actual current affairs. Okay, so we're moving on. Let's have a look at that podium. It's a static top 5.
Static top 5.
You've got DI, Civi, Martina, 9, Saha, and Maria. 25 players reached an answer streak of 3.
Great job.
Current affairs. You know the answer to this. I'll be discussing the theme for this as well. All right, it's Søren Pape Poulsen. The theme for this is famous dead people. I have a very, very, very strong feeling that this is going to show up in the test. He was the leader for the Conservative People's Party, and he died from, I think he had a brain hemorrhage or something. And this happened on Saturday, so not too, was it this Saturday or a couple weeks ago? Yeah, he was buried recently. All right, so 25 people got this wrong. This is current affairs. Like I said, I have a very strong feeling this is going to show up in the test. On to the next one. All right, so Martina 9 moved up to number 2. Adi Claudio is back with an answer streak of 3. Round of applause, man. All right, are you a guy or a girl? I'm not sure. Oh, a dude. All right, yeah, round of applause. Okay, so next one. Who is Denmark's foreign affairs minister? Right, it's Lars Løkke. The theme of this is the prime minister and his or her ministers, the government, basically. And usually they ask who's the minister of justice, health, whatever. In this case, it's the foreign affairs minister. How many people got this wrong? 41. Well, plug that knowledge gap. There will be a quiz in the, so on your profile, I'm going to put a current affairs section, and it will have a quiz focused on the government, another one focused on the political parties and their leaders, and then, you know, all the other themes. So watch out on your profile, it will be coming. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's see. Saha fell out of the top 5. At the moment, we have DR, Martina 9, Sivi, Maria, and Jensemann is back. 26 players hit an answer streak of 3.
Excellent.
Okay, next one. Political parties and their leaders. All right. Well, a lot of people messed this one up. Like I said before, there. Damn, man, this is a tough test for you guys. Sorry. Like I said before, there will be quizzes focused on these themes. This is political parties and their leaders. Okay. All right. So Demi, that's the pin code. You're a bit late, but anyways. Next one. DI, man. Who is DI? Round of applause. Upgraded Joyce is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
Next one. Hopefully you all get this right. Yes, it's Frederick the 10th. Who said Christian the 9th? Anyways, this is going to show up in the test. So a major change in the royal family. So the queen abdicated and her son became king, Frederick the 10th. All right, last current affairs questions. All right, Andreas Mogensen. So the theme of this is Danish excellence on the world stage. So, well, not too many people go to space, and Denmark had an astronaut in space that just came back after spending 6 months out there. All right, so we're moving to Danish values. Remember what I said about Danish values? try and understand what the question is about. We will have a session that will be focused on you trying to pinpoint what the question is about, so the theme of the question. At the moment, we have a static top 5. Nothing is going on here.
Static top 5.
Moving on to the last 5 questions. All right, it is forbidden to beat your kids in Denmark. This is children's rights. Okay, so in Denmark, children have rights. This question is about children's rights. Okay, next one. Static top 5. Lee is making a comeback with 3 in a row. All right. Denmark is a liberal country. The theme of this is Denmark's liberalism. I know that's a long word, but anyways, you get what I mean. 5 people got this wrong. Now you know what you don't know.
Now you know what you don't know.
Next one. Static top 5 still. Sandra is making a comeback with 3 in a row.
She's on fire.
You win.
This is gender equality. 27 people got this wrong. We will be revisiting this. On to the next one. Static top 5 still. This was a combo breaker. 6 players dropped the answer streak before. Last 2 questions and we're done for tonight. Addy, exactly. That's the attitude, man. That's the attitude that you're supposed to have. One day you're going to be showing up at the top, and hopefully you will pass the test as well. Okay, so can you go to jail if you force someone to get married based on religious grounds? The answer is yes. And the theme of this is the right to self-determination, freedom to determine for yourself as an individual in Denmark. 14 people got this wrong. Static top 5, 39 players just hit an answer streak of 6. Wow. Wow! All right, last one. All right, same thing. Right to self-determination, freedom to determine for yourself as an individual. Okay, that was it. Podium time. Martina 9 at number 3. Well done. Sivi at number 2. And of course, Di at number 1. Yenzeman and Sahar at 4 and 5.
NearlyDanish.com.